Hi everybody, Steve Fells here at AgencyLogic.com. I just want to spend a couple of minutes going through some steps that will help you identify a phishing email. Phishing in this instance is spelt with a PH, not with an F, and it's an attempt to steal from you. There's no other way of putting it. Ultimately, thieves, crooks will put together an email, make it look like it's from a legitimate company, and then have you click on a link and go to a bogus website where you enter in private and confidential information that will allow them to steal from you. Historically, this way of stealing has come in many different guises, but ultimately the front part of it is an email, just like the one you see on the screen now. Some very common ones come from Nigeria, suggesting that there's millions of dollars waiting in a bank account from you. They will come from sometimes your own bank, or it would look like it's your own bank, ironically saying that your security has been breached, your account has been hacked, and therefore you need to confirm some information like your social security number and your home address to make sure that you can legitimately access your own account. All of these are scams. They're all an attempt to steal from you. So this particular email I received this morning, it looks like it's from Facebook and is a pretty good example of one of the higher end phishing attempts. So let's go through some of the signs that identify this as a bogus email. The first thing is the subject. You'll see that the subject in the top left hand corner here says new login system. It's lowercase. You would expect the N, the L and the S to be uppercase. Most companies would essentially list the subject or show the subject in that fashion. On its own, this isn't reason enough to suspect that this is a phishing email, but it's unusual, and therefore that was the first thing that I noticed. The second thing is the actual domain name that this email address this email has come from. You'll see it's facebookmail.com. You would expect it to be facebook.com. It's very easy to change this particular domain name, but again, it's an unusual thing. Just like the subject on its own, the domain name here isn't reason enough to confirm that this is a phishing email, but it's unusual. So that's now two things that we can see in this email that we wouldn't normally expect to see. The biggest example here that this is a phishing email can be seen when you put your mouse on the here, as in click here to update your account online now. If you put your mouse on that link, what you get to see is this. A little pop-up will appear just for a few seconds, and what it will show you is the actual website address, the URL that you're going to go to should you click on that link. Now, they've done here, what they've done is something very clever, but it's very common, is they've put a valid domain name in front of the real domain name. You see here it says www.facebook.com. I think that's pronounced sazawi.eu, but the actual domain name you're going to is this sazawi.eu. Everything before it, the www.facebook.com, has absolutely no meaning at all, other than to make you think that that's the website address that you're going to go to. They're going to assume that you're only going to read that first part of the URL and you're going to miss this sazawi.eu. So if you click on that, you then get taken to a website, and this is the website you get taken to. A very good rip-off of the actual Facebook. Again, if there's some signs here that would suggest that this is not legit, if I put the mouse over Facebook, the actual icon here, it disappears. That doesn't happen on the real website. What they have done is every other link on this page goes through to the real Facebook.com equivalent. So they're clever in what they're doing. But ultimately, if I type in my password here and click login, that information gets sent off to the thieves, and they can either use it for their own criminal gain, or they can sell it on essentially an online market to other criminals who are prepared to pay quite a lot of money for it. I'm not going to do that. But again, what you can see here is an attempt to steal from me using email, using a phishing email. Hopefully the techniques I've explained here will help you avoid providing your information to these crooks, and just be on the lookout. This happens daily for me. I get emails like this all the time. This is the first one from Facebook. Hopefully you won't get those emails, but if you do, you'll now be in a position where you won't give them what they need.